Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I want to give you the update on my Winter Orb Slayer Brutal Charge stacking. No, actually it's Power Charge stacking, converting into Frenzy Charge into Brutal Charge stacking through the Arn's Anguish, and I just completed all the Endgame what you have right now, which is all these kind of like invitation. We have the Feared, the Twisted, the Forgotten, the I don't know, these kind of things, right? Then I did all the Conquerors plus just finished Sauron's Awakener 9. This is like a bunch of the loot. So all of these bosses will be at the end of my introduction or my final last words for this build, basically. And I gotta say, I still love this build. It is just a lot of fun to play, especially once you pair it up with some cold conduction here. The map showcase, some delving. The initial idea how this build works together was in the part 1 of the video, so I don't want to spend too much time explaining again why do we get brutal charges, what are brutal charges, and you know, all these kind of information. So I just want to give you guys the update on what I was working, what I was improving, and why I'm still not done with this character, like gearing wise, okay? Like I am done with this character, but there would be a lot more potential as we currently kind of have. So let me just pull all of that stuff here into my dump tab. And let's talk about the build, or at least this one I need. And yeah, so basically I was having the issue, or at least I said, okay, we have the damage, I need more tankiness. So what I wanted to do, or what I did do actually, was going Ailment Immunity and Divine Flesh. Those are two things that I haven't gotten in the first video, but I said I want to add this, and I did that. So the thing is how I got Ailment Immune. In one hand, we have 25% chance to avoid elemental ailments on the gloves. We have 25% chance on the helmet, which makes it 50%. Then we have a small cluster jewel with elegant form, which gives me another 30%, which is 80%, but then I'm still missing off 20%. And the solution to that was the belt enchantment, which is 20% chance to avoid elemental ailments while you have elusive. Since I am having these elusive boots that I crafted after, like there was a crafting video anyways about those boots, right? So we're a crit build, we have like over 90% crit strike chance, so in the end, one attack and we get our elusive and we're gonna have our ailment immunity. And this 20% ailment avoidance is not based on how much elusive effect I have. As soon as I have elusive, whether it's like 10 or 200% effect of elusive, I'm ailment immune. So as soon as I hit something, and in hideout it would be 80% at this part. But as I said, in mapping and stuff like that, you're 100% all the time. Good, the next thing that I added was the Divine Flesh here, the Glorious Vanity, to give me Divine Flesh. So all elemental, 50% of elemental damage is taken as chaos damage, and we get 5 maximum chaos resistance. And I divined it, so it needs to be Xibaqua, so we get the Divine Flesh. And I divined it as long as I get the Revitalizing Frost somewhere nearby. So I did actually talk about getting it in the bottom side, and I actually did. So let me actually, oh god, the gamble spoilers, holy shit. Let me actually check it, give it this one here. So I said I would like to have the Glorious Vanity over here instead of here, right? And then I actually, wait, this is... Yo, what the fuck? I didn't even know that if you equip 2, that the stats change. I mean, obviously, it can only be once, but I was just confused for a second, right? Because this one over here has Revitalizing Frost over here, and that one has Revitalizing Frost on the small note here. And check what happens if I put this one in. This is now... Yeah, obviously it's deactivated. Oh god, I'm just stupid, sorry. It's obviously deactivated, so this is the actual note that we actually have over there. So no, what I was talking is, I said I want to have the Xibaqua here with Divine Flesh and the increased cold damage over here in the Leech. I did get one, but there is one major problem. We need shit tons of dexterity on this build. For Sniper's Mark, for Defarals, for like all kinds of things, right? And the problem is, I did solve the dexterity problem with the fluid motion, but if I swap this one over now, there is a lot less strength in this area, so I'm still not having enough dexterity on my previous gear, basically. So I just had to say, like, you know what, I need like 90 dexterity, so I need to get it over here. So all these nodes are getting converted into dexterity as well. There's a lot more dexterity here. So I kept on my own glorious vanity to get the divine flesh over here. So, and if you're wondering, yo, you don't even have divine flesh skilled, what is that reason for, right? And the simple reason is, after I was fixing divine flesh and the, what is it called, the ailment immunity, I actually was playing with those two rings over here. Yes, I know they look kind of funny, but they give you shit tons of chaos resistance. So with those two rings, I was then chaos res kept, and this was all fine, but I said, yo, I need this 1+ power charge on the implicit for my rings, like I have them over here right now, right? And that's the thing. So basically, I did not have the power charge ring, so I was ailment immune, but I wasn't able to afford them because they were like 35 to 40 exalts, and after my first video of Winter Orb, I don't want to say that it was purely my fault, but it's probably certainly was, some of it at least. Overnight, after I upload the video, the power charge rings are now like 60 or 65 exalts, which make it over 120 exalts to get 2 of them, and then they have to be crafted as well. So that will be overall 150 exalts that I would have to spend to get these extra 2 power charges. And that's why I just asked a friend of mine, Yverin. He was playing a Winter Orb Occultist, the one that you actually seen on Fast as Fuck, basically. And I actually asked then Fast as Fuck if he can just lend me those 2 rings so I don't have to spend the 150 exalts to give you guys a showcase of how much damage are we doing with this character. Because 2 power charges is more AoE, is 2 more frenzy charges, is 2 more brutal charges, which is 6% chance for triple damage, and it is a lot of damage difference. So that's why for the showcase, I just asked him to lend me his rings, and that's the reason why I'm not Chaos Res kept anymore, and that's the reason why I haven't gotten Divine Flesh. So, and all my other resistance are like purely screwed up, you know. I cannot just recraft his rings and whatnot. But if I would like craft them myself, I would get the base with 1 max power charge, and then I would essence craft it. There is an essence mod like here. Is this actually, I think this is not the essence mod, I just bought this from PoE Trade. It gives you flat added cold damage per frenzy charge. So I would get the power charge base and then spam the essences until I get life and chaos resistance. This was the aim that I had, but as I said, I didn't want to spend another 150 exalts in this build because I am basically done with this build, right? So I played this now over a week now. I'm level 94, as I said, can definitely recommend. I just want to give you guys the kind of idea why my resistance are so freaked up and why in the end I did not have Divine Flesh. And probably you're gonna see later on in the Feared, it was a super scuffed fight. I had like 3 times or what. Does happen. It's not a main tank build, but in the end, you know, if I would have gotten Divine Flesh, and probably the Cyclone of Chayula wouldn't have killed me, and you know, all kinds of things. But I just want to say, there is a lot more to upgrade. And since I have Revitalizing Frost over here, I do not need the Dorianis lesson anymore on my Cluster Jewel, so I went with the Blanketed Snow, Prismatic Heart, and Widespread Destruction twice. They cost like, I think like 20 exalts at the moment per piece. So the build is definitely not cheap, right? But still, I had a lot of fun, and I can actually recommend this build if you have the currency. So you have to think about, if you don't have currency, I would go for Winter Orb Occultist, because it has a lot easier to scale your power charges. All you need is like those void batteries and stuff like that. You don't need a replica Pharos for like, shit is going for how much now? Without white sockets actually, so screw that. So we're at 30 exalts. You know, I paid like 17 for mine, so yeah, prices are rising. It is what it is. I cannot change it either. So, but I still want to give you guys the update before I ditch this build, just to show you what this build is capable of doing. And we're still not even close or remotely close. So now the perfect version would be with Divine Flesh, with the max power charges, with Ailment Avoidance. And with the right gear and setup, I would actually reach over 5k life. And it's not even that bad, because with Divine Flesh, I would have an EHP pool of around about 100,000. And for that speed, like clear speed and area of effect and single target and the overall package of this build, it's very, very good. Good, I'll leave you now with all the invitations and Saurus and Conquerors and whatnot that I've killed. So you can see what the bossing looks like. Sadly, I screwed up the Maven game once more, but I actually killed her in place after I was respawning. Okay, I'll be honest. I'll be honest on that. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. The Path of Building link, as always, is in the description below. And yeah, see you in the next video and probably in the next build.
shall cast you into a pit of infinite tortures.
Faithless!
Welcome! Time has no meaning here. Your pain will be endless.
I've killed countless thousands. What's one more? Weight of law! Crush the intruder!
Time takes. With your death, this nightmare may finally end. Something. What's this? A real challenge? You've finally caught my attention. Die.
My spirit is spent.
Your lives are meaningless! Rain of stars! Be utterly annihilated!
The others found strength in their projections. They became reliant on them. I am not so foolish. Die.
Why run? What's the point? Glorious flames! Be utterly annihilated!
Is life really interesting enough to warrant all this pain? Die.
This city is nothing! Be utterly annihilated! Glorious flames!
On the edge of death, my heart races. I am alive.
Is doomed! Everlasting fire!
I felt something.
At least die with some flair. Struggle or strangle. Another challenger. Time bends to my will. Time to up the stakes. Take this vitality boon. Until next time. Put on a good show. Take this vitality boon. Another challenger. Tight tears.
My spirit is spent.
The veil of such wildly delight. Put on a good show. Time bends to my will. Another challenger. Grim terrors. Another challenger.
spirit is spent.
Life is so brittle.
I can't do this just yet.
Time to up the stakes. Shadow. Feel your life drain away. Not good. Resist the assault. Handle this. Life is so brutal. Feel death's pull. Grim terrors. Life is so brittle. None resist my entropy.
My collection. Pain will be returned tenfold. Space aligns. Behold my collection.
Give in to grace. I will have what I want. Death will not be an escape. Scurry.
I can't do this just yet. My spirit is spent.
Stand still. Why?
Resistance will be punished. Time controls. Scurry, scurry.
My irritation is growing. Do what I say. Death will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. Do what I say.
Death made real.
Oh!
Stop resisting. Reality bends. Punishment inescapable.
Arrogant toy. Death will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. My collection is stand still.
I'm being hurt. The living toy must enjoy our contests, for it continues to play.